Comparing Crumbl's Thanksgiving pie lineup to Crust Club's. Crust Club is owned by one of Crumbl's founders, Sawyer, and their specialty is pies. So let's put these pies head to head. We'll be comparing cookies and cream, pumpkin, and key lime pie. First up, pumpkin pie. This is how they compare side by side. Crust Club's has spiced pumpkin on a traditional crust, and Crumbl's has a more buttery cookie crust. First, Crust Club's. This one's got a really nice spiced filling. The crust isn't anything spectacular, but it's also not dry or bland either. Now for Crumbl's. The filling itself is almost identical to Crust Club's. It's spiced and creamy, but I actually like this one better because that cookie crust is so buttery and delicious. So Crumbl's pumpkin pie wins this round. Now for the cookies and cream pies. This is how they compare side by side. Crust Club's has a whipped Oreo filling on an Oreo crust, and Crumbl's is about the same, crust and all. First up, Crust Club's. It's like the most decadent Oreo cheesecake. I think it's more Oreo than pie, and the texture is just so satisfying. Now it's Crumbl's turn. Yeah, this one's packed with just about as much Oreo. This one does taste more like a whipped pie though than a cheesecake. Texture-wise, I think I'm going with Crust Club's, but they're very similar. And key lime pie. This is how they look side by side. Crust Club's has key lime filling all on a graham cracker crust. And then the same with Crumbl's. The filling is thick and creamy and zesty. It's definitely got a nice little tang to it, but it's still sweet. You know what's next, Crumbl's. And I thought Crust Club's was tangy. This has such a fresh and bright flavor. The filling is definitely more runny. Again, I like the texture of Crust Club's more, but I do like the flavor of Crumbl's better. Am I reviewing pies or am I going to see Wicked? I actually can't believe that Crumbl's held their own as good as they did against Crust Club. You'll have to let me know if you've ever heard of Crust Club and what your favorite pie for Thanksgiving is.